What is going on, everybody? I am joined by Vivian Day, loves to play, and we're gonna look at a few trailers. We're gonna try to look at Godzilla Minus One.
My goodness.
Ferrari official teaser and Desperation. So these are three different trailers, wildly different in terms of tone, I would imagine.
Totally different.
And that's what makes it fun. And so we'll just do a little bit of coverage on each one, and hopefully you guys stick around for all three. If you guys haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, vote this up, let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. And have you watched any of the Godzilla films?
I mean, yeah. I think the last one I watched, though, was,
Matthew Broderick?
yeah.
Okay, that's a while ago.
It was a long time ago.
You're in need of some updating.
I am.
Yeah.
I miss good old Godzilla.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see.
And the VFX. He wrote it, directed, and it's the VFX.
That's intense. So much work.
Godzilla.
Oh my gosh.
That's sick.
Godzilla Minus One.
Yo, that looks
That
really
looked
cool. I was just like
good.
in shock the entire time I was watching
it. Was so
it.
riveting.
Yeah.
I love that he was burnt at the end, too, because you never see him all messed up. He's
See,
just
that's all you, Cillian Murphy. That's all you, Mr. Oppenheimer.
see what happens.
This is what happens. You get Godzilla. This has a harrowing feeling that
Very.
I really appreciate. There's something about this that I feel like we don't currently have in our American counterparts. This has more of this sense of desperation.
Such an emotional pull.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Yeah, the ones that we've been getting over here in the States have been more focused on just like the spectacle and destruction and monsters fighting monsters, which don't get me wrong, that's a lot of fun. But it seems like this is really concerned with the human element and like the effect it has on, you know, the people who are just caught in the crossfire of all this chaos.
The experience of it.
Yeah.
The actual experience of it.
Yeah. And the visual effects, I mean, it looks insane.
It looked really good.
I mean, it's all credited to one guy who wrote and directed it, Takashi Yamazaki. That's insane. I would love to know exactly what was involved in the VFX here. If it was just like him and his laptop,
So much.
or if he had a team, like what?
He
why
must have had a team.
Like, why is
That
he
was
being
too
credited with the VFX alone?
He's like, I did everything.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
The sound was really good too.
Yeah.
The sound design, editing was really good.
It's nice to see Japan, you know, I guess taking back their IP and
doing it
tackling
right.
this. Maybe Japanese filmmakers or this Japanese filmmaker just got tired of seeing what Americans have been doing with it, or he's just taking his own approach to it. Either way, this is very exciting. And I can't wait to check it out. So let's move forward to Ferrari official teaser trailer. This is from Neon. So their volatile marriage has been battered by the loss of their son, Dino, a year earlier. Ferrari struggles to acknowledge his son, Piero, with Lina Lardi. Meanwhile, his driver's passion to win pushes them to the edge as they launch into the treacherous 1,000-mile race across Italy. The Mille Miglia. Mille Miglia. All right. So, Michael Mann. All right.
Starting off strong.
Not good enough. Do better.
All right.
Faster. That's beautiful. Oh, I didn't know he did Lost the Mohicans. Oh my God, I didn't even recognize him.
Are you serious? I was just about to say it's stunning how he transformed.
I didn't even recognize him. That is wild.
That is wild. I just got chills.
If you get into one of my cars, you get in the win.
Yes, Daddy.
Wow. Like, when he showed up at the very beginning, I honestly didn't realize it was him.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at it, just looked like some other dude. I was like, okay, when's Adam Driver going to show up?
Yeah. There he is.
I had no idea, man.
There
That's so wild. He looks so different.
Yeah.
The makeup
is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, his hair is totally different from what it usually is. Penelope Cruz is just
she's always
awesome. Like,
she's good too.
I had a crush on her ever since she first came on the scene.
Everyone has a crush on her. She's stunning.
Yeah, reading that description helped a little bit to get context for what we are in for. You know, the tension that is being evidenced during the trailer. Between the two of them, we see the son right there, and
like non-stop.
His struggle. He's got his own personal struggles while trying to accomplish this great feat with his company, I guess.
That's right.
What do you know about this other than Adam Driver is awesome?
Just that. Just that everyone did an amazing job, and it was received really well.
Yeah.
They don't tell us much in the trailer.
No, they don't, which is great. Like, I actually, honestly...
It's just moving. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, honestly, this would be enough for me to want... This is another movie set in Italy. Well, it's Ferrari gets the pass. Ferrari gets the pass because it's Ferrari. But, like, I just watched Equalizer 3, set in Italy. Mission Impossible, Italy. Fast X, Italy. I feel like Italy must be giving tax breaks right now.
I was just about to say, I'm like, look, if you can afford to shoot there, why wouldn't you want to shoot there on location?
There must be something going on. I wonder how often back then these races, because like look how close they are to the action. I wonder how often people would get hurt in these races when something just like kind of spirals out of control.
Probably all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you see the car accident right there. The car's on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, you're risking your life. I really, really enjoyed Ford versus Ferrari. Rush was cool. I didn't love it, but it was cool. And so I really enjoy these, you know, true story car films is what I'm trying to say.
Same. Hope the effects are good.
Yeah, it's like...
It's kind of...
When you know it's based on a true story, it just adds another element of danger, especially when it's like a true story that maybe you're not entirely familiar with.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Apollo 13, like, did we land on the moon? Who knows? You know? A little bit of
conspiracy.
So anyway, moving forward here, Desperation with Mel Gibson and Willa Fitzgerald. I don't know Willa Fitzgerald, do you?
No.
Okay. And it's directed by Nadine Nicole Crocker. A woman and her young daughter get caught in the crossfire when whiskey, guns, and the desire for revenge violently intersect in a rough and tumble Mississippi town. That's a great pitch.
That's very Mel Gibson.
What are you doing?
Going back to my room. I didn't do nothing.
Y'all never do.
What are you doing?
What?
That escalated.
Whoa. Did she kill him?
Welcome home. What happened to your face?
Just a little going away present from the boys. They let you out early. You ain't out of my reach, boy.
You're being awful hard on yourself. We can be forgiven.
What's going on here?
Ain't no point in keeping it a secret. One of our own shot with his own pistol, which we can't seem to find.
I want to stick with you, and if we're gonna stick together, we have to go right now.
Don't move. Get in the truck. Turn on the car and drive.
Oh, I think I'll hold on to that. This ain't your gun.
Just give it back to me.
I will. You tell me who it belongs to.
I shot him until he wasn't moving no more.
I know a place you can go. Somewhere safe. If I'm gonna trust you, you're gonna have to trust me.
What the hell is going on?
You need that old place. I'll explain everything later.
All right, I got your back.
A woman came into the shelter, a little girl. Now, the lady working there said she found a pistol on her before she took off running. I just need to know if Russell stayed here with you the night before last.
As far as I know, he was here.
We got one brother dead.
I ain't looking to be another.
Seems like you and I were tied together by some sort of invisible rope.
Just do the best you can for right now. You don't worry about tomorrow until it comes.
David, somebody help us!
Life's a whirlwind. We're all caught up in it.
Okay.
The shot of the guy hitting the gate kind of amused me a little bit. Yeah. I don't know why. It's like we just need something exciting to happen for this crescendo. This music crescendo. We need something emotional to happen here.
Beat the gate.
Yeah, exactly. Mel Gibson always has this sort of gravitas to him that just works for these kinds of roles. I haven't seen it yet, but there was that Will Ferrell film where he plays, I think Mark Wahlberg's father. Mel Gibson just showing up is a lot, like he has a vibe to him that just works really well. He naturally has that sort of parental father, vibe,
I was going to say in this one, he actually had a softness to him because like you said, he's always that father, but this time there was like a little more vulnerability that I got to see, which I'm not used to seeing that with Mel Gibson because usually he's just like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do and like that's what's right, but this one it was like a bit of like not weakness but like softness where he isn't as strong, which I kind of like that.
No, I get you. I think he has both going at the same time, and that's what makes him so cool is he's got an edge to him, but he's also accessible. And I think that's been part of his success over the years is that Mel Gibson, when he came on the scene, it was with Mad Max and then Lethal Weapon, and he got made fun of with the Lethal Weapon because they're like, oh, it's Mad Max in LA or whatever.
Right.
Because he's always got that edge, but the thing is he has those emotional moments.
He does.
And it makes him accessible, and I would not be surprised in the slightest if there's a scene where Mel Gibson cries in this movie because he's the king of crying on camera. He does it so well, he makes you cry, right? But he has a supporting role here, which I think is pretty cool. The one strange thing is his accent is very inconsistent with everybody else's accent. But I think you just sort of have to let it go.
Yeah, it's Mel.
I guess you can build an excuse like he came there later and his kids were raised there.
He had to leave for work a lot.
Or something.
There's
you can make any kind of excuse you want. Well, the situation they tell us about here is one that you can easily understand, I feel like. She's quite vulnerable. She doesn't have muscle, right? No. She's just doing what she's got to do to survive.
She's a mom.
She's a mom.
Or a sister.
I feel like she's doing what anyone else would have done in her same position. It's like your life is being threatened. The optics from the outside don't matter. Like your life is being threatened. And then later on you have to deal with the consequences of those optics. And so she's on the run and it's like the law favors the law enforcement, generally speaking, I think that, it's pretty high stakes. It's pretty cool. And then the question I think that is introduced later in the trailer is like, is Mel Gibson going to have his back when he realizes his son is doing something that is against the law? The main character's father has often been like someone who's like a stand-up citizen and does things kind of by the book and he's not, and now he's being forced to question what move he should take here,
His son just got out of jail, right?
Yes.
Did I understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ethics versus integrity versus
exactly.
loyalty.
Ethics versus loyalty to your blood, I guess, to your offspring. One of those strange things I think that we all kind of innately understand. There's something that goes on in your brain where it's like you have an inherent loyalty to your offspring, to your family.
Right.
There was some kid I heard about on YouTube who like did something awful and his mom was telling him like what to do to protect him, even though like
he's clearly wrong.
He was clearly in the wrong, but it's like she loves her son. Like it doesn't matter if she's gonna go down with him. She loves her son. She's trying to protect him. I get that. Well, I disagree with her and her son, obviously, but I understand the innate need to protect your offspring.
Everyone has a line though,
and that line is do better. Oh, you meant a line in the sand, not a dialogue line.
Well, yeah, both. What was his line? It was like, everyone gets caught in the whirlwind.
Yeah, and something.
Something.
Do better, Falcon. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jabby Coy. This is...
I'm Vivian.
Peace out.
Bye.